Hey guys, what's up? Jackson here. I'm going to be shooting a quick tutorial today to help you guys get your backflip tail whips. So I'm just going to chuck on my helmet, grab my scooter and show you guys one real quick. Here we go. Alright, pretty sick, huh? So obviously the most important part of the move is to nail the backflip, okay? So you really need to practice your backflips a lot to get flip whips down. You want your backflips to be as easy as walking, okay? You want to be able to land it every single time without having to think about it. If you have to think about, like leaning back, jumping and spotting the ground, and then you have to think again about trying to catch the whip, it's not going to work. You're going to screw up one of the two, screw up the whip or screw up the flip. So you got to get the flip down, easy as that, and then you can worry about adding the whip in. The next point to make is when you go to do the backflip, don't pull back, okay? Like people do these like pig rooter flip things. If you try and throw a tail whip while you're pig rooting, you're gonna get hurt, okay? It's as simple as that. When you do a flat tail whip, you lean over the bars. You don't pull your head back and root the bars. Like, recipe for disaster, you're gonna stack it. So when you do the flip, do the same thing. What you wanna do is you wanna be leaning over your bars and doing the whip at the same time, okay? You don't wanna be leaning back, pig rooting the bars and trying to whip. So make sure that you're in a comfortable position where you can throw the whip and you can catch the whip, okay, without it affecting your flip. The other thing, which is kind of a counterintuitive one, is not to look at the scooter when you're throwing the tail whip, okay? If you try to look at the scooter while you're doing a backflip, you're gonna lose where you are in the rotation and you're gonna overflip, you're gonna underflip, and you're gonna stack the flip, okay? So I've got some GoPro footage of what it looks like when I'm doing a flip whip, and what you'll notice in the footage is that I'm not looking at the scooter, okay? I set the rotation of the flip, so I jump and I pull back, okay? Then what happens is I start doing the whips, but while I'm doing the whips, I'm looking back for the ground, okay? You wanna look for the ground straight away and intuitively feel where the tail whip is, okay? To practice that and to get a kind of feel for where the tail whips are, you just have to practice catching whips without looking at them, okay? You don't have to do it on the ramp. You can just sit here like this, just like I was saying, and you can practice your tail whips. Just close your eyes, whips. The more you do that, the easier it's going to be for you to catch the tail whip while you're upside down, okay? The best way to get your first flip whip is to just start the flip, throw a single tail whip, catch it on one foot, and just land with the 1 foot landing, okay? Make sure you catch it. If you try and land on the whip, it's just too much to think about when you're coming down. You want to have the whip already caught and then be able to focus on the rest of the flip and stick it nice and solid. Yeah, so once you get your flip single whips down, go for flip double whips. To get the hang of flip double whips, just same thing with your single whips, okay? Just practice catching your double whips by feel without looking at the scooter. So do that thing that I showed you, just look at the sky or close your eyes, okay? And then just double whips, double whip. Just keep doing them over and over and over again. Stand up and do them, line your back and do them, like whatever. Just practice catching the whips without looking at the scooter. Once you get your double whips, go for your triple whips. Just same deal again. Practice them, practice catching them by feel, and then just throw a couple. See if you can just throw the whips with the flip and just land 1 foot. Catch it with 1 foot and then just land with 1 foot off. It's all just practice. When you go for the triples and the quad whips and anything beyond that, you're going to want to start the whips as early as you can, okay? With the flip single whip, it doesn't matter so much because it's just a single whip, okay? Like, it doesn't take too long. You can get upside down, quickly chuck a whip, catch it, and then land. When it gets to triple and quad whips, you're going to be throwing tail whips almost all the way through the flip. So you want to be able to start them really, really, really early. Almost the second that you take off. So you take off, chuck your whips, catch it by feel, and then you're going to spot the landing and land. So like every move, this is obviously going to take a lot of practice. There are no tips or advice that I can give you that is going to give you this move without you going out and putting the effort in, okay?